We are Joni and Sarah, and we have actually lived in that van for 6 years.
Yeah, and today we want to show you guys how we have made such a small place very cozy and practical.
And how all the things inside van has actually found their own place.
Yeah, everything we own is inside of that van. This is the porch of our van, and we hang our dog paw towel here in the swivel sheet, and also we use Pulla's collar just here next to the door, so it's really easy to access. Our van has these locker racks, and we kind of store random stuff there, so seasonal things like hats and mittens. Then there's the tools, and last one is a doggy locker, so there's nail clippers and doggy poop bags. And this is the area what you see when you enter the van. So we have a bed section there, then the tiny kitchen, a bathroom, and this lounge area. And we spent most of the time here in the lounge. And these swivel sheets, they are really comfy to sit in, so these are the place where we spent most of the time in our van, and this adds so much space to our van. Our van is under 6 meters long, and this feels like a 9 meter long motorhome because we can use this space all the time. This was pretty good downgrade to our van. We used to have a factory made love seat here, so double bench with the seat belts. This van was registered to 4 people. We don't have extra passengers here, so we just tore out the bench, and now there's a thick mattress and bunch of pillows, so this is like my cozy corner. And now I use this bench so much more because the old seat was really uncomfortable to sit in, and it was not ergonomic at all, and we don't need those extra seats because it's just 2 of us living in this camper van. Then we have a little decorative things here, like this crow, and we did put this hook here when we had a string lights, but the string lights kind of broke, so now I just wear my hat there and my clothes that are half dirty and half clean. Then we added little knit baskets there where we sometimes grow herbs or sometimes just use like a car keys and phones. We do not want to block this hallway with the random shoes, so now we have this big basket where we just throw our shoes when we don't wear them, and the basket lives underneath this big table. So we have found that shoe basket is really good because it's not blocking anything and it's easy to access. When we move at this van, it has this huge wardrobe, but after noticing we don't really use it that much, we tore that apart and did install this cute little wood stove. If you want to know more about this, you can watch our wood stove installation video. We will put the card there. But underneath the wood stove we have a lock cabinet. But because we are in hot Spain, we don't use fire locks. So now we just use this locker as a pantry. So there's bunch of dry foods. It's a big locker and it fits a lot of stuff. And underneath the locker we have our big 3-way fridge, which we absolutely love. Underneath our bench we have an extra locker and our trash bin lives there. We like to store our trash that way that we don't have to see it, but somewhere where it's really easy access. Where do you store all your dirty clothes? We do have a laundry basket that lives underneath our bed there in the hallway. Joni is not keen on the idea of having something loose. He would more like everything to be inside of the cupboard or something. But I think this is good solution because every day you have to put dirty clothes away and it's easily accessible and it's pretty. It's not an eyesore, and I love the grey color because it matches our van completely.
If it would be me, there would be a hole with where you can put your dirty clothes and it would be gone and in the cupboards. That's my solution.
But when the laundry day comes, then you have to go to the hall. But then we could call it a whole day, like a holy day. This room is tiniest room in our van. It's our wet bath, so it has a full shower and a toilet. We like to keep our bathroom this way, so there's not extra junk. So all our toiletries are hidden or in this open shelf. And again, knit baskets are the savior. So we have a glass thing for here, for example. So you can store glass items in a van where it shakes and they don't get broken or make a noise because of these amazing knit baskets. They are a solution for everything. And underneath the sink we have this tambourine door and we store our shampoos here. And we like the setup because we don't have to remove anything out of the shower when we take a shower, except our towels. Microfiber towels, these are the best one because they are really quick drying and we use towels every day, so it's more convenient to let them hang here in this bar. And this is our bed section, and do you know what continues here? Ta-da! Famous good old knit basket. So we store our clothes in this basket so we can kind of know which are the shirts or which are the trousers. When you wear mostly black clothes, it's kind of pain in the ass if you have to go through everything. So everything is nice and organized. And this is Joni's side. Joni has a basket too, but they are not knit basket. They are more like this circus team. And there's something. We just basically push everything in these lockers because we have found out that it works the best, and we do laundry once or twice in a month, so we do have a kind of lot of clothes, but it helps with the freedom because laundry days suck a lot. This is a normal camper kitchen, so sink and faucet. This sink is kind of large for the van this size, and 2 gas burners. And we did add an extra touch up, this nice backsplash, so now it's more colorful. We did install this tiny towel rack, so we just use our kitchen towel there and this spray bottle. So this is mixture of the dishing washing liquid and water. Every time we have eaten our food, we just squeeze it, so it's not that hard to do dishes. When you live in a camper, the water is not unlimited, so you have to be cautious with that. And spray bottle lives here, so there's this hook. So when we try the van, everything shakes and moves, so everything has to be inside of the cupboards or somewhere where they do not fall when we drive those bumpy roads. I think this cabinet looks identical when we move it in the van. We do have a kitchen towels here and our Tupperware buckets there and mugs and these plastic bowls and our extra spices. I'm sure this looks like a chaos, but it's not. It's the best way to store stuff because when you drive, everything just settles in their own place. If you drive to the bump and these will flip over and then they are really sturdy there and they don't make any sound. It's unbelievable. But that's how these things work. You don't need any extra dividers or those sleeping mats. Can you see what we have here? It's not even on place. These are useless. Don't waste your money on these. We have 3 lockers here and we do not use household cutlery dividers at all. We have this kind of knit basket. So everything, our forks, knives, scissors, they all live here. There's just 2 of us and there's just 2 forks and 2 knives, so this works great for us. So these knit baskets, they help you to organize things, so they are nicely there and they don't make any sound when you are driving. They are very silent. I find this amazing product. I have this drying rack that I use. Joni does not like it, but I use it a lot, so that's why we still have it. And then we just have 2 plates here and 2 different kind of cutting boards, because I like the wooden one and Joni likes the plastic ones, so we use our own chopping boards. There's a lot of these knit baskets. Our spices live there. There's our doggy food, and these are the only one breakable in our van. So coffee mugs. The coffee tastes so much better when you use like a real porcelain. So that's why we have these. And again, a lot of these grey knit baskets. The last drawer we use are pots and pans, because they are down and next to the floor and they are very heavy. They have to be really compact or just place inside of each other. When we bought the van, it had a door, but it kind of fell off and we have not found a perfect hinge to replace it, so it is what it is. But sometimes it is not. We store our jackets here. They're really easy to access and we just push them here. We don't care if we get wrinkles. And then we have this GoPro box and computer stuff, and then different kind of technical stuff in these really good smart store boxes. They are amazing. And we have Vantastic stickers here if you are interested. For example, in this we have all the GoPro stuff, so we know what lives in what box. And this big one we have all the computer stuff for our laptop, so when we start working with the computers we just pop this bad boy. We use these old cold fish cracker buckets to store our dry foods. They are perfect fit and they can fit like 2 in a row. So there's a lot of dry food in this cabinet. And this other one is kind of mixed. We have a battery stuff here. Again, this incredible smart storage box. Beauty stuff. And some medicine. And our tea jar. And how we like to keep these cabinets is that we don't overfill them. When you have to put stuff away quickly, it's really easy to do so when there's a lot of extra room.
There is a small compartment which has a safe and it's bolted to the frame of the van, and that's where we actually store our laptops, passports, important papers and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a great place. It has been there since we bought the van. I think it was one of the first things that we bought to the van was that safe, because we want a place that we can store the really important stuff. So when somebody comes inside and starts to rob things, we have something in safe place and we don't lose them. It's not really a hidden there because everyone can see that there's a compartment, but it's bolted so good that nobody gets it out. And you have one place in the van where you get the best reception on your phone, and it's there. We got 4G connection coming from the valley behind us, and yeah, that is the best place to store your phone that shares the Wi-Fi for everything else in the van. But yeah, we haven't actually bought any like 2D player here which has a map or something, because they cost a lot, 1,000 euros. I'm not really fan of spending 1,000 euros for crappy Android screen. But yeah, we have a phone holder on this corner, and we just use a normal phone for Google Maps, and maps me driving through unknown roads, because we don't know these roads. We have to always use Google Maps or Maps.me or anything for driving. It's much easier. We used to have a bike rack here, but we actually removed it for this trip because we thought that we don't use bikes this time that much, and it has been the case. I think we have missed the bikes maybe once. But yeah, we have a lot more smart boxes in the garage. So we have 4 of the smart boxes that we store our stuff that we don't use that often, or stuff that we use outside. Camping gear, hiking gear, water hoses and everything. But yeah, these are smart store boxes again, and we have been using these same boxes for 6 years, and I think one is actually have broken. Otherwise they have been really tough and really useful. Let's talk more about knit baskets. This is my concession. I would want everything to be in the cupboards, nothing in the floors, nothing in any surface. It would be just empty, because it's a small space and it gives a feeling of like space when there is no stuff around. You have always that place in house.
Junk drawer.
Junk drawer where you just throw things and you go through them maybe just before the Christmas cleaning, and then you found like really stupid stuff in there, like trash and everything. But yeah, we have the same. We keep our phones here, and there's some GoPro batteries, and I think
SD cards.
Memory cards over here. So that is our like a junk drawer. But it works great. I made it concession, and it's word of concession.
I'm so excited because Joni was so doubtful about those bags, because they kind of started breeding and every place was full of knit baskets.
Yes, they are everywhere nowadays.
But that's one life. That's
I cannot do anything about it. They're just free.